What's up, guys? We're back with the next episode of the GobbleGum podcast. This is episode 7, and today we are going to be talking about the console war. There are, as far as I know, these are the three major companies selling video game platforms: Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo. I'm not counting Steam because that's not like consoles. So, by platforms, I mean consoles, really. And like mobile devices too, sometimes, and stuff like that. Okay, anyways, the new and upcoming consoles from each generation are the PS4 Pro, the Xbox One X and S, for those who aren't so hardcore gamers, and the Nintendo Switch. So, the PS4 Pro brags, as far as I know, which I haven't researched this one a lot. I've researched the others quite a bit more. But the PS4 Pro brags that it's better than the original PS4. It's more powerful. Probably supports better graphics. I haven't researched that one a lot because I don't play PS4. And it has quite a few similarities to the Xbox. Now, I'm not saying the PS4 and the Xbox are exactly the same. They are way different, but in terms of hardware and innovation, they're pretty much the same. So, the PS4 has motion controls. It has, and the PS4 Pro has the same things. The PS4 Pro, it has motion controls. It has analog sticks. It has analog triggers, it has the bumpers, it has all that, L1, L2, R1, R2, the 4 buttons, the PS4 button, and I think that's about it. There's also like the share and menu buttons or something like that. The Xbox One has a similar controller except no motion controls. However, it does come with the Kinect, which lets you use your body to move. Now, the Kinect is quite innovative, but it's already been around for about 6 or 7 years, I believe. So that's not brand new with the Xbox One X and Xbox One S. But what does Nintendo have? Well, people often put down Nintendo saying they're not good enough, saying their hardware is not powerful enough. But to put things in contrast, the power of hardware doesn't matter if you can make a game that runs on it and looks good. The Nintendo Switch has 1080p capabilities, not 4K, because you don't need it. There's actually, the human eye actually can't see much of a difference between 1080p and 4K. I can tell the difference between 1440p Retina, which is what I have on my Mac, and 1080p, but I can't tell the difference between 1080p and 4K too greatly. Just because 4K, it just goes pretty much further than the human eye can see. Now, the graphics being better is always great, but a graphics never makes a game. So with the Nintendo Switch, Nintendo has always been innovative. They invented the Wii, so they pretty much invented motion controls with that. They made the first big motion control console, and it was amazing, and everyone loved it, and it was one of the best sellers. The Wii U wasn't so great, but it wasn't horrible either. It was a half-baked idea was the problem, and the Switch finished making that idea. The Switch lets you take apart the console, so you can take it out of its dock, you can take it apart, you can attach the remotes to make somewhat of a controller. It's just, gives you so many ways to play. And that's just amazing, because the Xbox One gives you, some games use Kinect, some games use controller. PS4, some games use DualShock, not DualShock, that's the name of the controller. Some games use the motion, some games don't. All games use the rest of it, I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's any motion-only games. But then, I mean, that's just the Microsoft and Sony I just feel like they're not innovative enough. What does Microsoft have to brag about with the Xbox One S? It's the most powerful console ever. And what innovations does it have? Nothing. It's literally the Xbox One, but it looks different. And the graphics are different. And it runs a bit faster. That's about it for $500. The Switch? $300. Yeah, it doesn't come bundled with any games, so what? That doesn't make it less of a good console. We're talking about the consoles here. Anyways, so the Switch, you can take it apart. It's got a pretty good screen. It's got a pretty good battery life. And if you think about it, the battery life and the power consumption of, like, the battery life of the PS Vita, which failed, was bad. The power consumption of the Xbox One X is probably horrifying, and that costs a lot of money. And the Switch, well, they balanced power consumption. The problem with things like the PS Vita was charge time and battery life. They were trying to make it run just as good as the PlayStation, which it couldn't. You can't make a super powerful mobile device and have it last a long time. The fact of the matter is you're going to have to leave out that 4K resolution for a battery life longer than 30 minutes. That's about it for this video, guys. Comment down below on which console you think is the best and which innovation of Microsoft, Sony, or Nintendo is the best. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below on that thing I just told you about. And you could donate. Patreon.com/GobbleGumGaming. Donate there to get really cool stuff like better videos. And I will see you all in the next video.